Welcome back to the Arcana. A rattling cough draws my attention. The fortune teller has moved to stand at the entrance of the booth and is eyeing me with avid interest. She's the Countess's favorite servant, that is. As for you, you look like a wanderer, yes? Wouldn't you like to hear what the fates have spun for you? No, thanks. As you wish, but know this. Your fate will come to you either way. I spot two gold teeth in their playful grin. A bright future awaits you. As the sun journeys across the sky, I climb stair after stair after seemingly infinite stair. The higher I ascend, the fewer travelers I encounter along the way. By the time I reach the top of the stairs, I can barely walk. Thankfully, it's near dark. I wipe the pouring sweat from my sun-beaten brow and look ahead. Before me is a towering gate of twisted iron. Beyond that, I can see the palace closer than ever before. The sight of it makes it hard to catch my breath. It is much more enchanting up close than it is from the city below. No. Who goes there? A guard stands on either side of the gate, I notice. They were so still, I had mistaken them for the designs in Dell. My name is Rain. I have come at the request of the Countess. Rain? They share a look. We have no knowledge of you. Unless you know the code, you must leave at once. Code? One guard folds their hand over a hilt of a planted sword. Yes, a series of 4 numbers. If you do not know, we are not above violence or torture. Anything for the Countess. I do not know the code. Regrettable. If you leave now, we will spare you without consequence. If you persist, we will slice you without remorse. Your choice. I know the code. Proceed. I eye their heavy swords and swallow audibly, but I think I do know the code. Azar often tells me that when something attracts your attention, there's a reason. If it feels like it has some special significance, it does. The numbers are probably 3679. The guards step back, each swinging open one of the massive doors. Proceed. I nod, keeping my composure, even as a thrill goes up down my spine. Without hesitation, I walk past them and onto the bridge. The palace is right before me. I hear the gate slam shut, and there is no turning back. Jeez. Okay. As the sun drops below the horizon, the palace is illuminated with gold. The geometry of the structure is perfect. Its towers seem to stretch to the stars. Escorting me is Portia, the Countess's servant. Thankfully, she arrived at the gates just after I did. Had she not appeared, I would be as alone as I have faced the Lune Palace. My gaze travels down the alabaster bridge to the swirling waters below. There's something down there. Corkscrewing through the muck, it glows like some kind of bloodless ghost. Its body is long and ribbon-like. Something catch your eye? She leans over me, and her eyes light up when she spots the creature in the water below. Ah, do you like animals? I love animals. Oh, you do? How nice. You'll definitely enjoy your stay here. The house is home to all kinds of exotic pets. But you don't want to get too friendly with that one. It's a vampire eel, imported from faraway swamps. No eyes or ears, but they're still pretty graceful, don't you think? Unless you splash the line a lot, they won't even bother you. But you wouldn't want to catch a bite. If they bite, they don't stop drinking until the body is dry. I nod, peering down at the creature as it spirals into the billowing silt. Portia pats my shoulders, ushering me along. She occupies me with conversation all the way down the bridge. As we approach the intricate doors, I find myself growing nervous. Uncertainty starts to rise like bubbles coming to a boil within me. Is this wise? What awaits me in this fortress so far from home? If I walk through those doors, will I ever walk out again? Too soon we are standing before them, and Portia turns to me with a winsome smile. We have arrived. She swings her fist against the copper plating. 3 skull-rattling strikes. As the last echo fades, the pendulous soars swing inward, and I am swept inside, wondering if I will ever return. I'm scared. Inside is a different world. Everything is gleaming. The floors, the walls, and the steep ceilings are all clean-cut, polished stone. Lining the hall on either side are many servants, standing at attention in brilliant uniform. Welcome, 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 welcome. My eyes flick left and right uneasily as I am welcomed from all angles. When we reach the end of the line, one servant slips away from the rest to join us. Barely 4 feet tall, a sumptuous blue feather stands proudly from their velvet cap. With a deep bow, they pass me and dash to Portia's side. How are we doing on time? Chamberlain! Chamberlain! Ah! Impeccable timing.
Like from the Dark Souls?
From the Dark Crystal, yeah. The first course will be served shortly. Her ladyship has yet to descend. Portia heaves a sigh of relief and hands her fruit basket off to the bright-eyed servant. Perfect. Run and tell the kitchen that our guest has arrived.
Spear for you.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, yes, right away. But I feel like I have to give him a Chamberlain voice now. With a curtsy, the servant slips away.
I can do Chamberlain voice.
Disappearing behind a panel in the wall, which slides seamlessly shut. Well, well, well. Lex will be arriving right on time. Her ladyship will be joining us soon. I'll show you to the dining room. Dining? As in me? Dining? The Countess? What? Don't tell me you thought we wouldn't feed you. Portia giggles, patting me on the shoulder just in sympathy. Don't be shy. You're the guest of honor.
I thought she was pregnant.
Her words leave my stomach fluttering with everything but hunger. I follow her purposeful stride, our footsteps echoing down the cavernous hall. Okay, that is a lie. I am always hungry. Soon we were standing before a fine
Look at the person to the right of you.
Mahogany door, and the Portia turns to me. We'll go in together, okay? But also, she does look kind of like me.
Open the door.
Here's the
I feel myself nod, and she opens the door, leading me inside.
What is that picture on the wall? What the hell?
I love that picture on the wall. It is amazing.
Satan eating animals with animals.
I step into the dining room, which scents fill my lungs, unfamiliar and tantalizing. A quintet dressed in gauzy evening gowns are playing a pleasant, ambling melody. Before me is a long table laid heavy with platters of the most careful delicacy. Portia pulls out a chair for me, and I sink into the plush seat.
If you look in the back, there's a picture of Eros. I mean, a statue of Eros in the very back of the room.
Now that the food is right in front of me, my hunger returns tenfold, but the Countess has yet to arrive. I tear my gaze away from the table, and notice a strange painting on the wall across from me. The scene is that of a meal shared among a host of figures, with the heads of beasts.
Egypt.
The table is laden with small animals, provided by a central character with the head of a goat.
Satan.
Rays of golden glitter around its head, and its red eyes are strikingly lifelike. There's a character on the right when you open it that has eyes that look like that. Even the markings around the eyes, I see are reminding the painting. My head whips around toward the edge of the table, towards the source of the sonorous note voice. I don't know what sonorous means.
Sonorous.
Countess Nadia is taking her seat, as grateful as eyes remember from this morning.
We're gonna have to pause right now. Supper.
At the sight of me, her lips curve into a placid smile.
About 5 minutes.
Do you like it, Rain? The painting? Yes, it is beautiful. She strums her elegant fingers along her cheekbone, watching me with idle interest. Oh, you have peculiar taste. I cannot say I care much for it. So, why does it remain on the wall, where I must look at it always, you might ask? A servant appears at my side to place a bowl of yogurt and cucumber soup before me.
Cucumber soup? That sounds disgusting.
I mean, I kind of like cucumbers.
Yogurt is good.
I bring it to my mouth immediately and drink. Sentimental value, I suppose. It was one of my husband's favorites.
Was he Satan?
The Countess's husband. I am surprised at the mention of him. Count Lucio.
Yep, sounds like Satan.
As his name takes form in my mind, the image of the goat figure before me becomes somehow familiar.
Lucifer.
Suddenly, its red eyes are so vivid that I can almost feel them returning my gaze. Beautiful red. The words fall from my mouth unbidden. Ah, yes, it is a beautiful red. But, more to the point, you have a spoon. I recommend using it.
You're drinking the soup with you, just drinking it. You sound like a printer with an error right now.
As I was saying, the goat-headed one in the middle is him, or so it is supposed to be, providing for the people, as he saw himself. He certainly knew how to entertain.
By looking like Satan.
Festivities at the palace were exhaustive. He loved to spoil his guests. My empty bowl is whisked away. In its place is a dish of flaky golden savories.
Gold.
The Countess watches me devour them with morbid curiosity. Tell me, Rain, did you ever attend a masquerade?
No.
I blink, mouthful. I would imagine so. Our doors were open to all. Well, up to a certain capacity. I chew my pastry slowly, uncertain of how to answer. The masquerade was a festival held each year in the celebration of the Count's birthday. For the Countess to bring him up yet
Are they
again is
vampires?
unexpected, but... Will you shut up? But I realize now that it probably has something to do with the reason she called me here. I know it is a difficult matter to discuss. I know how fondly the people of this city remember the masquerade. And of course, how deeply affected we all were by the murder. I nearly choke. Mercifully, I catch myself. My pulse quickens nonetheless. Such a terrible shock to the guests. Such a vicious injustice upon this house. To slaughter the host while he celebrates his birthday, sharing his joy and prosperity with open doors. A hateful crime indeed. Ah, thank you. As our entrees arrive, the Countess falls silent. I turn my attention to the plate before me, a fragrant lamb dish and a complicated sauce. All that I know of the murder of Count Lucio is the rumor and whispers. The story's full of hoes, more questions than answers, but the end is the same. The Count retired to his chambers, and by midnight, he and his chamber both were engulfed in flames. The culprit was captured on the spot, or surrendered. The details vary, but before he could be brought to justice, the murderer escaped. Ever since that day, the palace has been locked away from all who seek to enter. You may be wondering why I am telling you all this, why I called you here. The Countess speaks with gravity, and once she has all the room to attention. Well, I have been planning this for some time. This year, we will hold a masquerade once more. The gates will again open, and the festivities in Lucio's honor will be more fanatical than ever. Fantastical. Excuse me. She dabs the corner of her mouth. All around the room, palpable shock bears down on the silence. Only Portia appears unbothered by the news. As I said, I have planned all the necessary details already. There's but one loose end in need of tying. The murder. To this day, he roams free. Too long he has evaded me. So long as he stalks the shadows of the city, I cannot guarantee the safety of my guests. I must find him, and I must bring him to justice for the people of this city. Surely you know the murderer of whom I speak. Dr. Julian Dvorak, my husband's trusted physician. No! No! No!
Who?
No! Julian! No! No! I refuse to believe this. No!